Hi everyone! Today I want to share a cute little package, a little treat holder that's perfect for Thanksgiving, and maybe you could put it at your Thanksgiving table or to give to teachers or coworkers or things like that. And it's really simple. It uses a really pretty designer series paper that's called Painted Autumn, and I think that's right, and a stamp set that's called Count My Blessings, which is perfect for Thanksgiving. On the back I have a little poem. It's called a blessing mix. That's what this little mix is. And it's got bugles shaped like the cornucopia, the horn of plenty, a symbol of our nation's abundance, pretzels, arms folded in prayer of freedom sought by those who founded our country, candy corn, the sacrifice of the settlers' first winter, surviving on just a few kernels each day, nuts and seeds, promise of a future harvest if planted and tended with care, dried fruits, harvest's gifts from our bountiful land, and M&Ms, memories of those who went before us to lead us to a blessed future. I'll have this on my Facebook page in the file section later today. Anyway, so it's really simple to put together, and I thought we'd make one really fast. I hope it's fast, because I have to pick up my daughter in 15 minutes. Okay, so like I said, we've got a piece of designer series paper, which normally is 12 by 12, and you're going to cut that in half, so now it's 6 by 12. Then you're going to score it along one way at 2 inches, and then turn it and score at 2, 5 3/4, 7 3/4, and 11 1/2. Then it's hard to see because of the pattern of the paper, but you're going to go ahead and cut the flaps. I like to cut like a little V shape for my flaps. And this one, you can just cut that little end off. Okay, now you're going to fold it. Look, both sides are beautiful, so you can decide what side you want to show. Just going to fold up on your score lines and add some tear tape on your flap. Bring your sides together to close. Did I put it on the wrong side? I did. This is normally you'd want to put it on this side so that when you close it you can't see it. But this is such a busy pattern, I don't think anybody's going to notice. So pretend that I didn't do that. And you'll put your tear tape on the flap that's going to go on the inside. Okay, now we're just going to close our box. See how fast that is to put together? You can do this all the time with all kinds of things. You can put white chocolate covered pretzels and make a pretty little winter box with some snowflakes. Okay, so now for my front, I used a piece of early espresso, and you can see it's 2 3/4 by 3. I should have had a little note for myself, but I didn't. 2 1/2 by 2 3/4, and I've stamped it in early espresso. The stamp is perfect for Thanksgiving. It says, "When I count my blessings, you are at the top of my list." Very nice, and it's a really pretty stamp set. I love the acorns. This is a really nice one. I've got another card using that on my blog. So I'm just going to mat this and put it down. Now I've put it slightly to the right, and that's because I have some cute little embellishments that I'm going to stick underneath at the left. Now these embellishments are from a fun die cut set that's called Pattern Pumpkins, and this is a really fun die set. I love this pumpkin outline. This can be used with or without the matching stamp set, although buy the stamp set and get a 10% discount, so I think that's a great deal. Anyway, I'm using some of these little leaves and swirls, and I cut them out in Cajun Craze, and let's see what else did I cut them out in. I've got, there we go. That one's Tangerine Tango. I just looked at the colors that the packet paper said was in the box. And this is Cajun Craze. And then I'm also adding This is called Touches of Nature Wooden Elements. That's a little fun little detail, so I'm going to add that as well. So how I added these is I just added a little bit of glue to the back, and I tucked them kind of underneath. So I'm kind of going over. Oops, I'm off the screen. I'm very sorry about that. Move this up a little. There. I'll let that dry. Now let me show you the blessings mix again. I'll pull it out. So this is a mixture of some different things. Bugles, if you're not familiar, are these little, see, they shape like the cornucopia, and you can get caramel flavored, which is the one I got, or there's also natural and there's also barbecue, I think. But I'm not a barbecue person. Pretzels, I think everybody knows what pretzels are, but it says that they're folded in prayer, so you don't want pretzel sticks, you want the curvy pretzels, like this one. I made myself a bowl, and I kind of used a scoop. So you've got raisins in there for the dried fruit. I've got candy corn in there. Now, if you can't find candy corn, you can change the poem and say corn nuggets, because these are like little popped kernels of corn, and I found these. Candy corn's hard to find. It's funny, because as soon as Halloween is over, candy corn disappears. And I did happen to find some on Amazon, actually, which was kind of crazy. My husband had something he had to order, so I said, hey, see if they have any candy corn. And they did. So it's funny that we live in a time when we can get candy corn on demand. For this nuts and seeds, I used, here's my candy corn. I got the natural. I thought it was a little more realistic looking for corn kernels. And where is my seeds? Well, I used pumpkin seeds for my seeds, and raisins for my dried fruit. I think I might have said that. Anyway, that's all in here. And I made a bunch of little baggies that we're going to use at Stamp Camp. And I used a twist tie to tie them. Then I thought it would be pretty to add a little ribbon. So I'm using this really pretty wrinkled kind of seam binding ribbon. And this one is Peekaboo Peach, which is not quite in the color, but see how some of these are muted colors, and it looks really pretty against the candy corn and the pretzels. It's really a nice ribbon. So I went ahead and used that. And this one is drying, so I'm just going to tuck this one in. There you go. Got your blessing mix on the back. Like I said, I'll put this file up on my Facebook page. It's Beth's Paper Cuts, and this will probably be in the file section later today. And you can print it out and just cut it. I printed mine onto vanilla paper, and the file has brown ink. It's already in the file, so if you can print on vanilla paper, that's great. If you can't, it's okay. It's on the back, and it'll still look pretty. And this would be really fun to put on your Thanksgiving tables. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of the day and a great Thanksgiving week. Hope you subscribe and come back again. Bye-bye.